Hi, you guys. Welcome back. And of course, if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Tracy, and in this video, I just wanted to touch base with you guys in terms of this social distancing and this staying at home and the quarantine. So stay tuned. Is this ever going to end? Will the world ever be normal again? I wanted to make this video to, just kind of talk about what's been going on in the world with the social distancing. So many people are staying home, working from home, businesses are closed, and the kids are having school at home, and the world is just kind of turned upside down, and it has been this way for over a month now. So for some of us, it seems like there may be no end in sight, and that might be true, only for the simple fact that I don't think that we will ever be the same after this COVID-19 outbreak and subsequent shutting down of the world. It's just crazy. Here in Des Moines, Iowa, we actually ended up shutting down the businesses on March 17th, which was St. Patrick's Day. As a matter of fact, my husband and his brother and a couple of their friends had plans to go out and have a good time all day long on St. Patrick's Day, starting in the morning. But while they were already out and about, hanging out at different local businesses, that is when the order was made by our governor, Kim Reynolds, that all non-essential businesses needed to shut down by noon on March 17th. So, my husband, his brother, and their friends were, having a good time, partying for St. Patrick's Day. But, of course, they had to cut it short and be done by noon. So they were sure to snap a picture of their last time in a bar before the state of Iowa essentially shut down. The place that I work, my full-time job, is actually an essential business because we provide supplies for the healthcare industry. So because of that, in the beginning, I was still always going into the office. My husband, on the other hand, he has been working from home ever since this whole thing started in March. So my husband and my kids have been home every single day for over a month. Now, later on in the game, I am also working from home 3 out of 5 days a week, and the other 2 days, I'm still going into the office. So on those days, I've realized a huge change, obviously, in the world outside. You can imagine the traffic is much lighter than it used to be. It's easier to get around town. So that part I actually like a lot. But then there are some other factors that I'm not happy about, such as when I do go into the office for those 2 days, people are not allowed to enter other people's cubicles or offices. And it's just like a really strange world out there. It's like I said in my other video about the COVID-19, I made a video, I think it was called COVID-19 Social Distancing and How to Cope with It All. I'll be sure to link that one up above for you if you haven't seen it yet. But in that video, I said that if this social distancing goes on for too long, with nothing but fear to motivate it, that I don't think anything good can come from it. And according to what I see in my office, I think that that's true. But in general, I think a lot of the people that I've spoken with out there are, trying to keep a positive outlook. They're not trying to be too fearful, but I still have noticed that there are a lot of people being led by fear that has just been given to them from the mainstream media. I know for me, I've taken a lot of time during this stay-at-home time to do my research. So a lot of you might consider some of the research I do on conspiracy type thing, because I don't only follow what the mainstream media tells me. I do follow them, but I also follow other alternative media outlets, and I try to gather as much information as possible before I come to a conclusion on my own. I'm a Libra, so it's easy for me or someone with a personality similar to mine to be able to see the good and the bad in every situation, because of the balancing scales. So therefore, I know it might be hard for a lot of maybe other personalities out there to be able to open their mind to see other possibilities, but I do highly recommend putting yourself out there and just trying to find the truth in the midst of all this chaos. So besides some of those factors of all this that I don't really like, such as the social distancing, there have been some positives coming out of all of this. And staying at home with my family, even during work and school days, that's like some time that we've been able to be together that we normally never had before. So I have really enjoyed all of the extra time that I've been spending with my husband and my children. We've also done some different things that we don't normally do, such as put together a puzzle. And my daughter Celeste has also taken to painting quite a bit. So she's made quite a few little works of art during this little quarantine. And we are still visiting our loved ones, but the visits look a little different than they may have in the past. So, for instance, my husband's mother had to go to a rehab facility, and when we went to visit her, we just brought a sign, and we had to speak with her on the phone while looking at her through the window. And we've also celebrated birthday parties without the big celebration that we're used to having. My brother-in-law, Brent, turned 40 during this quarantine time. And for his birthday, we took him balloons and some pizza and wished him a happy 40th birthday. And then my daughter Celeste turned 17 years old during this quarantine. So for her birthday, of course, we just let her have whatever food she wanted to eat for dinner. We had ice cream cake, and we made a little background to take some cute pictures for her birthday. And our children were on spring break when all of this kind of happened as well. And so they went on spring break that week, and they have not been back to school since. So technically, this has been the longest spring break in the history of the world, I'm sure. So now our kids are finally doing school at home because the schools have issued laptops to all the students. And so now they are finally able to resume their classes, but those classes have to be done online. My daughter is even still practicing her dance performances along with her dance class, but she has to do it in like a Zoom meeting, and she has to try to dance in our basement. Well, that's pretty much what we've been doing. We've been staying home. We've been painting, putting together puzzles, working, attending school. We've been cooking, and we've been trying to be creative in any way possible, while at the same time constantly being in the same space each and every day. We actually have this yellow lab vanilla bean, and we have a chocolate lab named Mocha. Now, the dogs, they love quarantine. They are enjoying all the attention. They get to play fetch more during the day. They get to lay with us while we're working, and they just get so much more attention than they're probably used to when we're all at work and at school. So for a dog, this quarantine stuff is awesome. But for us humans, maybe not so much. I'm pretty much to the point where I'm getting a little bit stir crazy. The weather is getting so nice outside, and like, I just want to break out. I want to get out there. I want to be in the sun. I want to have fun with my friends again. I want to have everybody over. And I want us all to be able to feel free to be around all the people that we love. I miss Sunday dinners with my family. My mom usually makes Sunday dinner, and we all get together, my siblings and all our kids, and we would get together every Sunday and share a meal and just have time to touch base with each other. We literally have not done that for over a month. And this is literally a tradition that we do not skip, and we've been doing it for decades. So I'm at the point where I miss my friends, I miss my family, I miss being out in the world without feeling like, am I doing the right thing? Am I going to the right places? Just without feeling that sense of you're doing it wrong or you're going to put someone's life in danger just by being there. In the end, I can see the good in this, and I can see the bad in this quarantine and social distancing thing. And I'm okay with everything that's going on in general. I'm just going with the flow, and I'm doing what I'm told at this point. Because honestly, this is a situation that none of us know how to handle. Seriously though, is this ever going to end? Well, that about wraps it up for this video. If you like the video, be sure to give it a like. And as usual, if you're a viewer but not yet a subscriber, I'm inviting you now to go ahead and click subscribe right under this video. And once you've subscribed, you can then click the bell to be notified each and every time that I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching and spending your time with me. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.